Hey, this is Scott from Bad Tech and Gaming, and today we're going to do a hands-on review of the Moka Cam Alpha S. A few weeks ago I got my hands on this Moka Cam Alpha S, and we're going to take it on vacation here and see how we do with some comparison video. Now, the first test that we're going to do today is the underwater test, and I put this in the waterproof case, took it under and did a little bit of shooting. You can see that early in the day here we were able to get some good shots of this fish swimming around. You can see the shadow of the fish on the ground. You can see the detail on the ground. All in all, pretty good quality video, to be honest with you. I also picked up this creature and did some close-up here, and you can see the detail. It's quite good in underwater. As the day went on, there was some fog on the inside of the lens of the waterproof case. And you can see here that it started to deteriorate the picture quality a little bit. So my recommendation is to get some sort of an anti-fog or anti-moisture pad inside the waterproof case. So on board the ship, I decided to put a little bit of video here, and you can see that the glare kind of whitewashes itself off of the screen. So that's one problem, but you can see the detail of the bubbles that are floating through the air. So I thought that would be pretty good to show. While we were in Nassau, we went ahead and visited a zoo. So I thought I'd take some shots of the zoo. Here's some flamingos that were walking around, and you can see the color of the detail, the contrast of the pink to the green and the browns. All in all, pretty good video. I think the quality wasn't too bad. There's a little bit of a fisheye look to it, but it's really not bad. And I was pretty impressed with the detail that I was able to see here. These next videos are shot side by side with an inexpensive $50 ASX 4K cam. I put them on a single tripod mount or handheld mount and walked around a little bit. So we should get some very interesting comparisons here. In these next videos, the Moka Cam will be on the left and the ASX cam will be on the right. You can see from this that the Moka Cam is a little bit blurry. It has trouble focusing. The richness of the color, I think, is a little better. But the question is it really that much better than the $50 ASX 4K cam? You be the judge on that one. In this video, I was really impressed with the quality of the detail on the Moka Cam on the left-hand side. You can really see in the dirt the fine detail around that. Everything focused in really well. The color was really good, a little more realistic than the ASX cam on the right. You know, all in all, I really have to give this one to the Moka Cam. I think the detail is outstanding, and I really think that it's the better picture and more realistic color. Likewise on this one, the detail around the parrot, all of the thatched roofs, the ground, everything else seems to be really, really high quality. The color saturation is really good. The detail of the feathers is really good. So again, I got to give this one to the Moka Cam. Now for the real problem. Shortly after I got on board ship, I started to put the camera together, and this happened. It was very disappointing. I couldn't use this screen at all during the shooting of any of this. The screen still works, but as you can see, this is definitely not how it's supposed to be. I've contacted the company twice trying to get a hold of a replacement or some way to fix this, and they've yet to get back to me, so the customer service is definitely lacking. You know, for a company that wanted to do quality control, this is not what I expected. Alright, so the good qualities. I think the picture quality is pretty good. The ease of use isn't bad. I didn't have any trouble connecting it up through Wi-Fi to my phone, although I don't use that a whole lot. The camera itself is a pretty good size. It's easy to hold. It fits most of my mounts. It does not fit my gimbal, but you know, I wouldn't have expected it to. So there are some good qualities to it, that's for sure. Certainly one of the best features that I found of this camera is the fact that the extra battery just snaps into place magnetically. There's no having to take even the cover off or anything like that to add the battery. That's a great feature. I really enjoy that, and you can even snap it on while it's recording. So if you've got a bunch of extra batteries laying around, in theory, you don't even have to stop, turn it off, or shut off the video at all. That's a pretty ingenious feature. Alright, so now the downfalls. Obviously, the build quality of the peripheral items aren't that good. The battery is pretty good. The camera itself seems to be a decent quality. I didn't have any problems there. But the waterproof case fogged up. The screen obviously fell apart and I couldn't use that. So those are definitely downfalls. The customer service of this thing is also a pretty substantial downfall. The fact that I've emailed them twice trying to get some support for that screen and heard absolutely nothing back. That's enough to make me not want to buy anything else from them. So that's not good. Also, another annoying feature is that every time you hit start to record on video, you get this annoying beep on the video, not the camera itself. So that's a little bit annoying, and I have no way to shut that off. So I have to count on about a half a second at the beginning of every video that I'm going to lose because of that beep. The other thing is that there is supposed to be some external beeps that you hear when the video starts and stops, or when you take a picture. The problem is that I couldn't hear it. If I was in an absolutely quiet room, I could barely hear just a little bit of what looked like it or sounded like it might have been something, but there really was nothing. So there's no ability to hear when you start and stop. And when you're shooting underwater, that was a little annoying. I did not know if I was recording or not. I had no way to tell, and it was hard to see the light, whether it was blinking or not, and so it was pretty difficult to tell. So that's the downfalls that I found. I'm sure there are others that folks found, but those are what I noticed. All right, so my final recommendation for this is that for the money, I don't think it's worth jumping up $150 from one of the cheap action cams. For this, the video quality does seem to be a little bit better, but if I'm going to jump up that far, I might as well go with the GoPro. The video quality on those is very good as well, and they seem to be a little bit better in terms of customer service and the quality of the build. If I had it to do over, probably would not buy this camera. I can't say that I'm disappointed that I have it, but I definitely don't think I would buy it again. So let me know what you think below. I'd like to hear if you have experience. I know in the unboxing video, I got tons of folks on there who had some experience with the camera from when they received it. I'd love to know what you think, and let's have a great conversation about it. Thanks for watching.